So is it possible to fix firefighting in under 5 minutes? What would you say? Well, that's one of the biggest frustrations, isn't it, often as a business owner, is to try and fix firefighting in your business, because firefighting is such a time suck, isn't it? It just sucks all your time away. You go and sit down, you want to get an important task done, and then the phone rings all of a sudden. There's a problem on site, you've got to go and deal with it immediately. Or maybe a supplier turns up and, the guys on site are ringing, oh, where do you want all the materials put? Or maybe the customer's just requested an extra. So, the guys want to know, do we have approval to go and do this or not? And the list just goes on and on and on. You name it, whatever seems to get thrown at you, it just happens at the worst times of the day, doesn't it? And it can be really frustrating because you can all of a sudden just be spending your entire day firefighting, and you're not really getting anything productive done throughout the day. You think some of the productive things, that estimate that you want to send off just gets put aside, and the customer's ringing you wondering where it is. The important thing gets put aside. Maybe that apprentice that you urgently need to hire gets put off again, so you don't go searching for that apprentice for another few weeks. And before you know it, you get to the end of the year and you look back at all those tasks that you set themselves, all those goals that you set for business development, and you haven't managed to get any of them done. You're no closer to getting those tasks done. So firefighting is frustrating, isn't it? It's really unproductive. Even though you're really busy, it's just a real unproductive way of working. And if you're constantly firefighting, you will find that your business will struggle to grow. It will really stagnate your business growth. So how do you stop firefighting then in your business? Well, it's a difficult one, because if you're the business owner, you might also be a project manager too in your business. So if you're a project manager and the business owner, then you'll find that all the decisions and all the tasks seem to keep falling back on you. Everyone calls you for an answer and a solution. And maybe you can't afford to hire a dedicated project manager at the moment. So that can be a real frustration. Well, one simple fix to this is to implement a 5 to 10 minute daily huddle in your business. Maybe you've heard of that before. Just a 5-10 minute quick meeting that you'll do at the start of every single day in business. So let's say at 8 a.m, you get everyone together quickly on site and you have this quick 5 to 10 minute daily huddle. Now, the good thing is now that you can even do this remotely on Zoom if you needed to, if you've got multiple sites on at once. Now, the idea of a daily huddle is to get everything discussed immediately, right out there, all in the open, to save multiple interruptions throughout your day. So instead of 4 different people ringing you and sending lengthy emails and things like that, you can get all the issues right out there, right at the beginning of the day. Everyone can get it out there at once, and then they're good to go. So a daily huddle is brilliant for improving communication, because everyone knows what everyone else is doing on the project. Any misunderstandings there are, they can be tackled head on. And it also gives you the ability to be able to assign responsibility to different members of your team so they can take care of things for you. You'll find it streamlines your workflow too, because if you've got multiple trades on site, they can quickly coordinate, who's going to work on a task or who's going to work in one room. We always find it, don't we? The plasterers ring up and say, I can't get in this room because the electricians are in here, and we don't want phone calls like that, do we? But if we have the 5 to 10 minute huddle, then the trades themselves can decide how and when they're going to get on different types of projects without getting in each other's way. It also strengthens team morale, because you're all there to achieve the same goal. You all want to get the project done safely and effectively, don't you? And often what you can do in these team huddles to increase morale is ask people for their suggestions. How do they suggest the task can be done quicker? And that's quite good, because if someone makes a really good suggestion and then you let them implement that really boosts team morale. They feel part of the team and feel like a valued member of the team. And you'll be surprised, some of your team members can come out with some absolute gold nuggets that you might want to implement. But most importantly for you, what you'll be able to do with a 5 to 10 minute huddle is you can set priorities for the day. You get to keep everyone focused on the task at hand, and then hopefully what that will then mean is you get less mundane distractions as the day goes on. So they won't be calling you at endless hours of the day, because they've all been set their tasks and priorities early on. So be sure to try that. If you find you're firefighting all the time, then try and implement a 5 to 10 minute daily huddle. Put that in place And what you'll notice is the firefighting becomes less of an issue in your business, and you'll also be able to start empowering others to be able to take control so that they don't have to keep ringing you for solutions. Hope that helps.